He must be so proud of Lucia. What did she mean? Confused, Cristan opened his mouth to ask when he spotted his daughter exiting the building with a thin blonde girl at her side. He recognized Jenna. As if sensing his presence, Lucia swiveled her head toward him and tossed her long dark hair over her shoulder. He caught his breath. So like Ava. 1 week from today would mark 12 years since his wife and her family had been executed. In all that time, he hadn't allowed himself any attachments, except to Lucia. But his aloofness was getting harder to maintain the longer he stayed in this community. Instead of his loneliness abating, the emptiness ate at him. "Don't ruin the surprise," the brunette admonished. Miss Harper's smile went cold. "You're right. I'm sure Lucia wants to tell you herself." Cristan's fingers tightened on the steering wheel. He didn't like surprises. Lucia turned to her friend, her gestures animated, her body language excited. Laughter and voices drifted through the open car window. 13-year-old girls were always excited, it seemed. Lucia left Jenna and bounded toward him, her dark eyes sparkling. In slim jeans, short sheepskin boots, and a bright, puffy jacket, she looked like every other child leaving the school. She was one of them, he realized with a small shock. Why hadn't he seen it this clearly before? She opened the passenger door, dropped her backpack, and slid into the seat. The cold wind had reddened her nose, but her eyes and smile were bright. "Don't forget, I'm going to Sarah's house to babysit." She opened the front pouch on her backpack, pulled her cell phone from a zippered compartment, and turned it on. Technically, she wasn't supposed to have a phone in school, but Cristan's safety concerns trumped any school policy. In case of emergency, he needed to know Lucia could reach him at any time, and he refused to relinquish his ability to locate her via the GPS in her phone. "I remember." Cristan wouldn't forget a chance to see Sarah Mitchell. Before he met her, he hadn't minded being alone. "She needs you Thursday as well, correct?" "Uh-huh." He waited for the click of her seatbelt before pulling away from the curb. "How was your day?" "Promise not to freak out." "I do not freak out." Indignation suppressed his apprehension. She rolled her eyes. "You do so." Turning out of the parking lot, Cristan peeled his cramped fingers off the wheel and flexed his knuckles. "Tell me what happened." "Today was the spelling bee." Radiating excitement, she bounced on the leather seat. "I won. Not just my school. Today's competition was regional and included kids from 4 surrounding schools who made the final round." "That's wonderful." Perhaps. Pride mixed with unease. The competition explained why so many parents were gathered at the school. Why hadn't she invited him? "Is that why you've been spending so much time on your homework?" "Yes. Last month I advanced to the final round, and I've been studying hard since." Cristan suppressed his surprise, along with a surge of hurt and concern. She'd been keeping this from him for a month. How? Why? Was she concealing anything else? "How did I not know about this?" She picked at her cuticle. "I might have intercepted the letter and forged your name on the permission slip." Shock silenced him. His daughter had gone beyond not telling him about this event. She'd passed lying and embraced outright deception. "Why didn't you want me to know about this spelling bee?" Lucia leaned away from him, her attention shifting to the window. Through the glass, snow-covered athletic fields rolled by. "I know you don't like me to stand out." He struggled with a response. She wasn't wrong, but the truth wasn't an option. "Why do you say that?" "Because when I won that award in 6th grade in Miami, you packed up and moved us here a week later. I don't want to move again. This is the longest we've ever lived in one place." She turned her hand and examined her ragged, obviously chewed fingernails. Cristan waved off her very accurate deduction. "We moved to take advantage of a business opportunity." Her body stilled and her attention shifted back to him. Her focus intensified. Her posture and tone challenged his statement. "You manage your real estate investments all over the country, from your home office every day. I don't think we needed to move 1,000 miles to buy a property." "The house has a great view," he said, but his argument